Ravens early that Washington could have clinched the NFC East by the time Dallas and Philadelphia had kicked off. So they moved it late. So now Philadelphia and Dallas will look at the scoreboard to see if their game, as it's playing out, matters. The Eagles need to win out and the Giants to lose once. The Dallas Cowboys need to win out and have Washington lose Week 17 against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, see, that's great, Rich. Rich, I don't know all that stuff. Because I got you. I just say I'll wait till I get to Rich.
Well,
Rich
you know,
figure that stuff out.
And he memorizes all that
He's
stuff.
the best in the world at it, man.
That is good stuff right there. I appreciate that, guys.
Really are,
I appreciate that. That's, you know, what I do when I'm hiding from my 3 children. Jalen Hurts has kept everything moving in an upward direction. Philly's just been going downhill for much of the year. How do they keep this thing going with Hurts today?
Well, just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, this young man has just made plays, and what I love is that he got better from week 1 to week 2.
Right.
I expect him to be better today. I mean, let's be honest. This Cowboys team is not very good. They're giving up a lot of rushing yards. Where their salvaging thing is by creating turnovers. Protect the football, keep making plays. I don't see why they can't win another game and put themselves in this if Washington loses.
You said protect the football. He hasn't thrown an interception yet. Knock on wood. And he's, you know, this zone read stuff and RPO stuff is so perfect for this kid. He's doing it more than Carson Wentz did, more than Nick Foles did, and they're majoring in it. And you talk about doing this stuff against the Cowboys defense, who isn't very good against stopping the run. They're just going to, they can win this division, and you know what? It's very possible, people.
Boy, I knew people would start saying it, and the answer is yes, they waited too long. All that noise we heard talking about this kid wasn't ready. Please. You talked about it, Kurt. The first week we said, well, now we want to see you throw it. He came out the next week, and he threw it. I mean, it's just incredible. It is over in Philadelphia for Carson Wentz. It's over. I told Kurt something was going down, and you said, why you say that? Now you see something was going down. and let me say this, too. If it had been a receiver right before the game started that put it out that I want to now be traded, we would have ripped him a new one. We would have tore him up. We would have gotten all over him. But we let Wentz skate on that.
I just want to make a point, too, is that, you know, when you say, we waited too long, oftentimes in practice, you don't get to see that kind of playmaking ability, right?
I know.
You're running a scheme, and you're running this play, and you got to throw from inside the pocket.
But that's the exact same team. You can see something. That's the exact same team that Wentz had. The exact same team. I mean, didn't nobody else come back to really help? That's the exact same team, and it looks like that.
No, but that's what I'm saying is it's hard to tell that in practice, that he's that kind of playmaker.
But I think the point,
now you open things up and go, just play football, and you start to see all these things that were probably hard to see in practice.
I think the point was that the quarterback that was in front of the eye test was failing it miserably, so why not go to the kid to see what was happening? And that might have been what's happening too late. And to your point, Michael, there is help on the way. Deshaun Jackson expected to be playing in this game today for the Philadelphia Eagles against the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, Washington needs to keep winning, and they might be starting the quarterback stripped of the captaincy for today. Mike Garafolo.
Rich, all that hubbub about Dwayne Haskins pushed the main storyline for this week further into the week, and that is Ron Rivera with the chance to clinch the division with his new team against his former team. So familiarity and motivation on the side of Rivera, as well as 19 other coaches and staff members who came here to Washington along with him. But I spoke to Panthers coach Matt Rule, and he says, you know, it kind of works both ways. Our guys know them, and our guys are motivated to play against their former position coaches and head coaches as well. And Rule said he's not really pushing the revenge factor for his guys, but he is telling them, you're telling us you know exactly what they're going to do. Well, it's on you to go out there and stop them from doing it. So we'll see if Carolina can play spoiler. Rich, I know the other teams in the NFC East are saying, yeah, please do that today.
I got you. That's Mike Garafolo joining us from Landover, Maryland, where, again, we are expected to see Antonio Gibson play. Keenan Allen's game time. Tyreek expected to go. No Terry McLaurin expected. And Allen Robinson against his former team in Jacksonville, you know he wants to win that one and play in it. Last night, boy, it looked really dark for the Dolphins, down by, they're up by 1, but out of timeouts. Here comes Josh Jacobs sliding to take some more time off the clock with the Raiders down by 1, set up in this position by a questionable pass interference penalty. Tua out of the game after the Raiders settled for a field goal, and Fitzmagic happens. Also a defense that you got to wonder what they were thinking. But this 34-yarder to Mac Hollins completed with a hand in the face mask of Ryan Fitzpatrick to set up the game winner, and that's how the Dolphins maintain their own destiny control going into week 17. Had they lost this one, the Ravens would currently be in the 7th seed with control of their own destiny. Instead, that still belongs to the Dolphins, who take on the Bills in week 17. The Bills have a Monday night week 16 finale against the Patriots. The Browns and the Colts would have had winning-in scenarios all set up just for today. They still can have that, but they need help to get those winning-in scenarios teed up today. Patrick Mahomes already has 1 MVP trophy. Is he going to add another? Could it be Aaron Rodgers? You know, there was a lot of Russ cooking conversation on this subject.